And I now give the floor to the representative of Greece.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would also like to thank UNRWA's Commissioner General, Mr. Lazzarini, and Mr. Jan Egeland of the Norwegian Refugee Council for the detailed yet sobering briefings. Mr. President, the greatest of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. UNRWA, a UN agency with first-hand experience of more than 75 years in supporting the Palestinians in the Near East, has shown its compassion and discharged its duties in more than one way. It has provided vital humanitarian support to millions and delivered primary health services, education and shelter. Greece is gravely concerned that after 15 months of destruction, pain and suffering in Gaza are still present. A deeply alarming fact, especially if we take into account the loyalty, devotion and commitment of UNRWA in alleviating the suffering of the population. At this critical moment, UNRWA's role is pivotal and irreplaceable. Its valuable work should not be undermined. Greece proudly continues to support UNRWA, especially at its darkest hour. We had recently renewed a voluntary contribution and voted in favor of the General Assembly on the relevant draft resolution last December. At the same time, we are deeply concerned about the attacks on UNRWA's personnel. Humanitarian workers must be protected at all times in line with international humanitarian law. Mr. President, just a few days ago, we all welcomed with relief the ceasefire agreement, a deal which offers a unique opportunity to replace despair with hope. For that to happen, though, UNRWA must be allowed to play its part in the unimpeded distribution of humanitarian aid and reconstruction. Any day after scenario in the Gaza Strip should be written with its substantial support and expertise. And while there is hope for the future, there is little power in the present. UNRWA has the power to deliver in the present, the power to protect the basic rights of thousands of people in Gaza, including children, and power which lies within UNRWA as the cornerstone of all humanitarian assistance in the Strip. In this regard, the international community should remain committed to the continuous support of the agency. In this context, we call on Israel to reconsider the implementation of the legislation, as it will obstruct UNRWA's capacity to operate within its mandate in all the occupied Palestine territories. We fully understand Israel's concern, and in this respect, we believe that the full implementation of the recommendation of the Colonna report, in combination with the principle of neutrality, remains crucial. At the same time, the ceasefire agreements offer an opportunity for UNRWA and Israel to work together so that the agency can continue providing its essential services. Mr. President, in concluding, let me stress that the only long-term solution for the region is to revitalize the political process to pave the way for political horizon for a two-state solution according to the relevant Security Council resolution, while recognizing the right of Israel to exist in peace and security. Greece, as a founding member of the United Nations, strongly believes that UN agencies embody a collective hope for a peaceful, secure and prosperous world. They provide lifeline support in regions where hundreds of lives are put at risk. Hence, the service to humanity is invaluable. After all, it should be remembered that there is no higher religion than human service. To work for the common good is the greatest creed. UNRWA can work for the common good in Gaza and deliver this service. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Greece.